Abusia asem aba unim say odobroni court man 6 days say onfa enfale enkrata bidie an ebia na unim according to team legal wife for omaba be kire nsem mu na nsem no mo kire mu ebia ni susu na say if says sa na tia na say lawyer fate enni nokre amfa ama odobroni abusia according to team legal wife anaso ba party wa Power House a platform no enkoma no mudie nyina kire say mam yakosu asewa ewo upper hand over odobroni yenkwe ni nkwoti nsem ni bi emfamra.
Let me say what? Not a single policeman.
Yep.
That should tell you a lot. From Friday and America appeal to Mahona. Security guards in here to know Honomono. Let me say, hey, where would they stop? From Thursday now, Baba Jamal and Chambers, any the other lawyer now representing of Pregano, Ebert Nasi, my own learned friends could sit there, read out a judgment and totally misrepresent it.
Fatih Balu and Co.
Hey, and the most painful thing for me is me share, and they say a lawyer for more, and him there to say what to mix now, and started talking about the estates of the deceased. Ebra, you knew. Even this action, and I'm throwing ya more to ya mwakokoti, it is to do with the estates. You are asking for a whole injunction that says, young for Bibian share. Ebusapin, where are the Ellis? Letters of administration.
Ex Ebusapin.
Debbie, my sister. You have to in law, no. Mammy explain Vinchro.
No abonsanya.
Abonsanya. File for letters of administration in January. No. Listen, in January now, ma file for letters of administration. No. Yema preganum omo counter, you know. Yema on 6 days to bring their paper. We haven't heard a thing from them. Whether they filed or they haven't filed, we don't know.
So I'm on paper.
On 6 days. 6 days. We didn't hear nothing.
So
at what point? I'm responded. Ma court file for letters of administration. Now the Baba no go yin free. So what you say? Yeah, ma wait no 6 days. Some of account them.
Yeah, it's true.
And see, at that point, no, I am telling you, at what point, and na ebusu opinion from the car, letters of administration, no, but the other toilet, no, obi got toilet, wrong to na made the do something. I'll be very emergency. Okay, I didn't say. There is a lot of wrong in what the way, the procedures that Baba Jamal and Co. no take it. Nanka Ebusampanian there, where do you come in with the estate? When there are, according to the court.
Sabaya, you better say to me some busa question. Not just Elena Maminico Busa na Wamu Coco Tia. Yes, so response 6 days. No more yamfa.
What be a country? Will be anti.
Mema mantishe. And until I Ebusiapen, yeah, handy be
I don't question. I'm trying to bring your mind. I'm breaking it down. There are surviving spouses as per girl, no yet decision or judge, no. Under whatever her name is called in Kumasi. The spouses are there, the children are there, the immediate family is there. Did they also file? Ebusapen's name doesn't come up yet. And if you look at Kulendi and Co, letters no more raising more attention to it. Say, I didn't know that Ebusapen don't free for no best. That is all estate as well. And these people have been what I would call railroading, forcing their way through the law courts. Now, I tell no, Amaga. We, oh yeah, sorry for going tribal. Oh, Baba Jama, we free enough. Kuleni is also free enough. Upper crown of free. Oh yeah, NDC favor that. And also NDC favor Joma Mankasa, His Excellency, and they appointed as a Supreme Court judge. Do was a year Babefa Supreme Court Chief Justice Capone didn't come. That shows how good he is. And by reputation, you represent me like that. Minimum so London, I will share your hands and I'll go back to Ghana. But at the end of the day, the young me say, almost person more dragging him back to the revolutionary days. Now, I buy a wasono. Adane me come more bien kebi. What you say? Oh yes, sir. What's Nanko for who dear so? Mistake or more and say NDC was overthrown in 2000. A Kufuor government, a democratically elected government came in. Ghanaians now understand democracy more than anything. And unfortunately for them, no. Social media now become only intellectually aware children. And penny for and kwala teenagers and kwala they can go online. People know how to speak out their mind. The sad thing is that technology has run away with the way people think. And at the same time, we are trapped in Ghana by they say. We are also trapped by some people are listening to us and more Ghana. Yeah, you will be and him say, Usika does what you said, what's Ramra? That's all. It is well Becca and not care about Prince Andrew. I know ye Prince Mpuefini so. Or him abo. Unya Bema. Nechibam ye no. Or him not on Nechibam ye no. Yen Bem on it then. Say. Wama ye so.
Mekwana mi refu. What the upper pages will be to me can be on Kwana. In my review, the Maka Sabi Matana half a tea. I want you to understand something. Let's stay focused. Say there's something wrong, essentially wrong with your country, no. Obaba so every time she keeps saying this thing. Team Legal is a movement. We have a voice. Inti mama ma bibi en hamo. Me part them say if we want the right thing to be done, you have to stay focused. Nye efe na ye ba be han ye wo appeal. Edaho. Anytime now they should be able to name the 3 judges are almost case. So someone names someone person maybe is going on. The main issue is where is DL's body? Then the other issue is that we should push for an autopsy and find out what exactly happened to him. As for Despite and Co, I say and Co because he's obviously not acting in a vacuum. And no kwa no ye na ade. Ebi ne munim and no person mo beka ho asem. Ye boy mwechi they should come out and explain. Om beka de wo mu. Omo nka mu hu de see Saturday. Musa hu de see Sunday. Se mami oni domanka the place won't be so full. The baby omokwaya Sunday or get close. Yes, from what I'm hearing, no, about 7 venues had to turn them away. Aden say no ma ye mumma abonten for Ghana for bebre ehun say bibi kwaso. There's something wrong somewhere. And then say ti wa babet na wa no popo. And now Ashanti Queen no make kikemu.
Into back the team legal wise in terminal, no matter what, it will mend because the devil came in. And devil no baby no crab one no dinagro. Ya no more kai, one more Christopher back on kai. Job assembly by saying, I saw a buffalo air yin yamia and I was some go Piero. No, so for him, it was the Macotin Terriers in Nigeria. Or the Jabia who Job. Minipa Job. So that's up one, nadom, no. So they'll be testing a crowd obey. Look at all these things, it's there. Let's use that wisdom unto today because the Bible also talks about the men of Issachar. Unima, go Google it. They said those people were able to tell the times and seasons and could predict. Nyankopo yi team legal wise, papa bi bekasai enche. Or said a deal no ya want to mem. Or beton your mama. It looks like at every break obenya yena a man a one. So this army of women. Ya sorry ayeku. Ama ayaya ama ya cheme mabem. This is the voice of God. When God speaks, the angels obey. Vox populi, vox dei, as the word say. The voice of the people of God is the voice of the people is the voice of God. Me and we sit time talking about those people who are wanting to do something. Ayeka, yen fire whole plan. Yen can't concept things to make us stronger. Yen stay focused. Let's ask the right questions. Yen kon kwa yenim. Ex-Abusapenyi Ohineba Media Makachana that say he's got his hand on his own self-destruct button. I pray he doesn't go down with Ohine. That's what I know that he will wake up. But all those people will be defeated. Yeah. Appeal no, me and count once me and born pay. And kind for him for Ninum. They will push for the desecration of the land. And they have to do this fast because the Homo war season is coming. Until this week, no more baby busy. I shall say, why? Let's stay focused. Mama TikTok with argument and buy it's a waste of our time. Or no dada no. And then why expose you Frida? And a Frida ko say Frida blackmail wine or Broni, it's up to them. Why expose say Olumba or hine whatever or hima lumba nebano deal back through IVF. They should just bring out all the truths. We pick it, we work with it. Some now more no more multi, maybe the multi no. Some now more pick says yes, you are wise. We're also picking from you and we'll use it against you. No. Why? I want to cast away now. Me protect you because na question.
Hello.
Yes, or him papa.
So kase sa kolani yi lumba back through IVF. Any na get no oma obi na sign. Obi di na da kolani.
Yes, so also dear let you on cat. And arranged marriage ma boy no about the one na almost say o makoye dear than dear and no correct. But a deal but na Frida say o feel na or about
hello.
Meet you
say again Eddie afro na actually. Let me make things clear here. Chile emini adi nimfri emenim.
Why?
I'm serious.
Sadly, yeah, usually.
Go to.
I'm in between you. When Nancy, wow. This is the gospel truth. on akola ni mfia no wadie year ben na daddy lumba ba kuroma say 2004 and na 2005 that onyema lumba girl no na oye COS advert man for na COS ad e TikTok wonya ankrofo ma ehun kra ba asem the sikane ba ni nsem no enana Alodia Promotions and West Coast organize Legends Night 2004. I was part of the organization. On stage, on the Elumba Edinis Kadie. On stage, na Edia a performing. And now on him, Lumba go to Skagun so. And the catch Lumba attention. It is 2004 now. Onim Lumba. She time o de akora no kwasra Lumba. Ewo eyo eni fio no. Does it look like Elumba?
Well, I say
Onim no meba. Onim no na endi afi. Girl no a fan of that Lumba. She's part of that had fan for and meet Lumba da. She one bado o ye na rezo obedress akora na aye ni je ni bibia ti se Lumba. Enti Lumba o dia Kurano ekochia Lumba wogana no Lumba huni za akurano eseno because se Lumba eboni be 80 dread loss wa ba 20 dread loss se Lumba so poni ya wa so 20 poni
yes still DNA bebem
ye kai daddy Lumba mano unsi ya ka de ka what did akurano ko ye se oka Lumba manwana na kasa me chobe adenti na okokwa ma odo
ye te bia chocolate o tu bete yeso your friend girl is in Frida obi obi bon komo
jai na nya no
ma Lumba pre ono aniti
maame eye adwuma hyehye
kids na mo bono on
eye ki ya ma Lumba pe ma de opetwe de but sa etwe we nko ade oni ya emeka zo wadida pepacho
yeah, well,
oni
yeah, more kind of tape. No, you should look for it and I'll look for it and send it to you.
You anymore.
Yes, it girl.
Akwano de bibia nche se nye Lumba ba.
And I go share. There be tape
tie me.
Oh, you
ni nya akola bi. O bet me nya akola bi. Na Lumba pa. Den no jeselu boma enipa na one gen tie. Gen na ayi osoya no okosan. Onya immigration problem. Na wo sign. Sai ni se na onyin se ye no. Eno na be ma no hwe so a. Ama that me stake education okosan.
Okay.
Because according to nyanya 10 years. Enya manikrata.
Well, yeah, that would be the child is about 4 or 5
feedback. So what you say according to nyanya 10 years. Enya manikrata okuma. Just say so be sign sana obetimi akwaje birth set. When you papa akwaje birth set amakwala.
That's all.
So what you say, but to get the stay as about time, a woni bi akwa de nya 10 years e was oye akura sheka akura o was otetete hide de nkofo ne ma na namu akopem se obenya akwa de benya bia ebeso so.
Well, you're right. The point is, my partner say, "Omo camp no." They've started exposing themselves. What is here? This is an audio.
But where is the key?
Ah.
Emo wo expose omo chilumba kushim.
Hey, bro.
Enu abrani enumbu ase. Ade ekebia enori. Ono sata amgura ohun na nanda avuado ya. The science egiti anwo de be no de ekosi pega akoba.
And the issue of international issue, yes, we can go international, but we still, I was say, exhausted all the legal systems available now. If God forbid the appeal hits a deadlock, we have to go to the Supreme Court. International on this particular line, but another case can be done in an international court on the basis of human rights. That is up to Mam Sewa. That's a different case. But the Ayede too must say because of jurisdiction, baby a Bloomba choose so better. A homra and ADD assembly and inti and I go through the system. And inti na I said there and answer. But once the Chief Justice appoints the 3 judges, and then them said the Abobia Kosovo, every single judge, 28 judges, so that. And almost Nasia, they will come out with a decision. Decision, no, whatever it is, no, will determine the next course of action. But I believe, said the family have advised themselves well now. They are better organized. And Asante Amamre, I'm not too familiar with it, but I can assure you, say, I don't see how to sack can be reinstated on the people like Tiwa says, or your class prefects. Now, say, Yenayat Nasa Yefeko, Yefeko Nasa, Tusu, 7 now, this one, as I say, and Perubiuma. Quack, one person, as the other saying. For as long as he's retaining our lawyers, no, or bought a cat at home, ama ebusiano. But nothing no natural or more cultural, something for natural lawyers, not as a money or more 24 hours to stop. And they are still acting. And they must now explain to the court if they go. Say, are they representing to sack as an individual or what? What is here? Because new opinion was thrown as of Wednesday 25th say by close of day of 26th no omuncha bibia so e kabia amabono on farmetin man invoices. They've chosen to disregard that. Inside there no maye no and Broni ni die, and according to legal procedure, that is not the way it should be done. Another question we need to really ask Baba Jamal and Sons is that they should show us the authorization notes from Lumba. The Ayeka normal CEO, but we haven't seen any written authority. The bank, time bank, and the bank and the Lumba appointed as his lawyers. Every lawyer woko kuhuna. Obama Watro letter of authorization authorizing them to represent you.
And okay.
Nupakona or represent no waka baby.
Oh, me control backdating.
I'm on backdating, but at the end of the day, where is it? If they were lawyers of repute anka, immediately no they would have brought the authorization. But then their contract for services has ended upon the death the demise of your client. Unless ABI you are holding the will and you didn't produce any will. And the investigation that we found, a search was conducted and it shows say Papa no wenja will. And so you made all kinds of contributions and allusions that he stated in his written then. You see, all that is malpractice. And I'm calling on the Bar Council to do something about it. Ghana Bar Association. And there is a post to be with Ghana. And no check it a lawyer for. Because Baba Jamal, sir, political life no more fun law no. Oh yes, sir, who good law no fi. Sir, if it is a goat, if you see a goat say it's a cow, on one or cancer asem. More fun ma law no, because a lawyer for no more castle. Baby number 2 petition against him. Joy no, good law a lawyer for no fi. Not all of them are like that. But the system is rigged in such a way, say, I had to say there'll be what political clout to me ye bibia ope and no de enye yen to me na say my ye say a chrono eposo na year due diligence should be done. The law due process must be followed. What you say sa na also moye sa so ben enye right but new abusia penya ka tell say twaso e ka bia mabo no monfa invoice nimbre. But still no more acting. Are you acting for to sack as a individual or who? Who is he representing and what is he standing for? On Susan claim no. On Susan claim is that I as a member of a Kwana family of Prakoso and wherever in Suta, I have decided that the people who have taken over are social. Oh, but then to come and even set on TikTok, no more be able to say the estate of the deceased is going to be taxed for this. As I know for the haver. If they continue this way, they need to be sanctioned. I will say a sanction one. Jomo Yananya rights. Yan shall the outcome the Ebeba. Or so sad, but only case. They have no case. I rest my case and Oba Miti, Michelle Habat Miti, Nebosura.
Obi no Kaya was a
I said I case it to me money blood pressure control. Baba Jamal, Monyesa. Fatini Kura maintenance you or Kasa with them. Or Kasati said they are on a Busiano name, Kosiane Ma Bempomano, a personal grudge. A lawyer cannot get that involved. You can't. Well, na Dominic, why not can the Hono Crapon and answer him kakra? Obone and India made the man, nothing them swat completely. How can you people align yourself with this kind of stance? Maybe I enjoy on cow, will be the kind because you enjoy on Kajomo chain. Christo say, Jamoma, allocation say, Omu case now. The toy estate no more Jomo every month. In Somonji's Kabia, I must. How can you even start sharing the property at this stage? Yeah, we appeal. There's a question mark. Until the appeal is resolved, that estate is on standby. It's at the back burner. Sa appeal case, no was a D. No more shrink quite if you no cry ahead of a Sally. I was saying some questions be brave. Just have one. No lock it up. East Legon. Unlock it up. All the estates. So almost to make sure Mark Osia say what say. Mom find the 9 and see any of the estates are. And yet, if there is an opinion, he should then get up and go and now tell them that surrender all the keys. But to me, the keys because my catch a man, because no need was or no. Well, say monk but Opega dear, she can stay in the house. Hell no. Emma so.
I grow be woman show.
Na for me chamu nyina.
Ejo
Nana mpacho bibi aboko de.
Nyame adum papa na ho ya.
Nyankopon da Roma. Nana no gusu chita me pa.
Je de Nyankopon ase.
We there, quick one, Nana. There is legitimate questions, sir. As I say, ye lawyer, me can lawyer, team legal wives, any team legal husband, ye lawyer, otimi ebisa, sa fake Baba Jama and associates, and sa fake lawyer Fatinum. Ebi nana menua bay ebobosui. Appointment letter ebre ben and a lumba appointee Baba Jama and associate so omonya personal lawyers. 2. Well, alumba eyayano omuma abusuano eko wan ye omuma abusua pani ya waba free enya the copy of will alumba eyeye so mo agitum so mo da ye lumba appointee wo mo se omo lawyers dia.
There is no will. A search has been conducted at the High Court. There is no will in Lumba's name.
If there's no will, an abusua penny, ex abusua penny, mo Baba Jama, mona mo CS or no, and I'm representing. I can't say Lumba will say wa yen katenanim. Sawa no, a hefa. Ena muko nyaye ana aya verba na verba why money adansefo alumba eka kire wo. These are some of the legitimate questions esese yebusa. And again na minua bay church no bebim in Ghana yen justice system no ana yen court system no okona se judge no etna se na registrar no every case na seniority account our court no papa America busa any senior lawyer bi ewa ha ne di kan afriend the case. And again Ghana political lawyers account papa make political lawyers lawyers are affiliated to the 2 political parties in Ghana. So, what case now offers this affiliated political lawyers see ebia. Emma case no different from Sebi Michakosela me Ghana bar. Na me lawyer me affiliate to any political party bia. 81 going forward me too minuanom ani abusuafo platforms nyina afo obi nka se pudu enhye de nanso bibisi na ye pe lawyer yen hwe seniority na yen hwe political affiliated people ni yen for case ema wo mo. Ebiem de me pese ye na ye boy ye ben ma me bimpoma no e ma na so etie enie babia ni nua be ma the late Dad Lumba phone e wo bia no saninsa enkaye obetimi afile e wo court na court amana order e dia court network crowd fi se nua no eyusu either MTN, Vodafone, or others.
And can ha.
Okay, me that's it. Again, adebako a me pese new abusua panin so eye ene se. Amamre kwan so ena abusua no appoint no. Enti on file injunction na on fanto lumba ajapade nyina so. One ma me pimpoma nka mum emfa injunction ento lumba ajapade nyina so.
Possible.
Kusise. Mpacho say.
No, and yeah, possible.
And possible because
Debbie, LA stop the file for what you say, and that's pending. That's the law. What you say?
Na, tio. Mami akoso ase wa na. One ni kunu eya japade no. Ya man letter sama onsi fie ho. Enti mami akoso ase onso betima file injunction say ekosi se be ka asam na wie no mo bia nso nsi fie ho.
That's what I wanted to earlier say. We're filing for letters of administration. And we no caveat. And a court number one, Emma 6 days. Someone from a response, it's gone mute. We don't know what's happened there. So where me Jinana American say this is strange. Say action now. Ebusia penny eteke. I don't think he has locus for that because on count any letters of administration. So what could that early no? And no bet me I can say me could that early no. Me de a year to be so. But we don't know what has developed under that letters of administration application. Enti adenti na afi de busa penye na oba na mo share their obusa for sa interlocutory injunction no busa for no 9 counts no busa no very say over everything of deal from his name, his logo, his songs, his any advert for him, nobody except him. Well, you see what the import of that case that they are working on. So for the rest of his life, not just say Obusa or no anka or no to sack no. Until ordinary no yes idea no. And only question no. In a way no may expect to say judge or nice northern name be Arab Muslim name be is a nice name. Yoba on the 23rd now Oba I will expect say Oba addressing those issues. The capacity of case Nicola, it is a non-starter as far as I'm concerned because you know.
Judge no into me address case any name. And they say lawyer no.
They have refused to do it. Na make sure no. Hello. 1 minute, please.
Your friend, Justice Halima El Awal Abdul Basti. And I could and every one cham salary. Nana you to where?
Sir, I was your penny for not now. Your lawyer no, and a bed pays you. Now, what reminded judge and say, I file this motion. Am I 6 days? Say defendant no, and responding up to date on responding.
No, but that is not the defendant. Won't you say you're pregnant and you didn't walk sign junction reason? A year boots opinion to sack.
Yes, some here can you.
Ain't no walk as a judge no and address no said you're pregnant Opega na caveat mark.
Because the judge na say o address na say no judge ni address ya ade a eni nanim no o e den ka ho asem enti
America cho say Baba Jamal and Co ebusia penyin foforo no o throw letter on Wednesday a week ago say to Baba Jamal and Co say muni baby ye tu obaako no me na me woso ohene buache okofo ban pako so hene nso atro say new this the new of ebusia penyin and na waka che Baba Jamal say mon twaso na mon court na mon check case no every ho na eka bia e waso bia bon from rain are they doing it rather no omo de America omo ka file contempt of court. What you say? So it's still acting. So this is what I'm saying. Say these people will probably employ, these are their kind of their political lawyers, and may employ tactics to drag it. But I'm expecting say Kuledi and the judge, the court itself would not allow this thing because the issue of capacity has to be addressed. Or your wine and no busa for sign injunction. No. What you say? In what capacity? Say ebusia penyi akọ assembly court a yen hu nipa kro be letters of administration anything that may file we but wo that no longer ebusia penyi and to say no case no odin is saying what you say
ma your lawyer no bam ye court 23rd of this month and na first ye court 23rd no ehwa na lawyer no okọ no nko pushi new abusuapani letter no a wode aba no and na so pushi.
I'm sure he knows what to do, don't worry.
Yes, because say ex abusuapani no na or represent abusua bi and abusua no a or represent wo no say he is no more their leader. And then on the new leader Abba. New leader also say asamono efifie into obetimi akofie akotenase na wa settle peace e ofie. Lawyer o interest ya wa asem no biom anything. Judge o interest ya wa asem no biom anything. Enti the judge no eba na obetimi aya ne say the substantive issue na nkasa no wa bagu omunkofie new abusuapani nkofie because abusuapani yensi abusuapani wo court and yentu abusuapani e wo court enti the judge na betimi aya eno no enti no na ese lawyer no opushi ni yie because Baba Jama ene sa ne law firm ene Tibon Koso Fati enye emra no se de na woka airline ankasa no omo use political intimidation and political influence se de na odi kan chirebo no from 1957 up to 1978 ebesi 92 military regime ebesi 2000 mabani kufo ebaye emaye benya democracy a ene TikTok yi social media metimi ekabi na wutimi ekabi na ene yasan mamonyofo na wurewuremu ama the third arm of the government a judicially no as acquire politics. Chief Justice a certain political party na appointee no Chief Justice our influence our the lowest court up to the highest court judges so magistrate court one judge circuit court one judge high court one judge appeals court 3 and then supreme court from 7 Ayeka
5
Chief Justice our influence our moso inti the Chief Justice ruling party and our appointee no our influence our judges no eswa na obi lawyer and so a belong good to and our member of the ruling party o here again ABC assembly na no o here again ABC so and the lawyer no and say oma nani ayedin na at least baby asem no akodu ni de onya support from new abusuapani no edia oma substantive issue no and na baby cry na on stick on abusuapani letter na ode aba no na oma judge no antwi judge na adwen enkoso eyie if he say eno ene beboa enti nana na me o issue bi a o ka say me fancy no oda roma meba odiem near the nkomo behind the scene.
Okay.
Because a baby atwam me yesade ni bi ama eweke ema me. To be say ma me etu sa na. Yeah, ya ma me tu sa na mo na ebe weke ama no. Ti that my number e wo DM na.
Okay, my friend.
Yakasa on WhatsApp na.
You.
Mama guidelines.
Yeah, but those also unfortunately, you know, procedure means, you know, about affect, you know, because of the early. You can only do that thing with early. Right? It's with the expenditure, you're good. It is a possible thing, but in that count, mark or file for early. What you say?
But I do baby, I was some finding out what is going on because early not supposed to take that long. What you say? Because
one crop for a more chief of BBSO. Oh my God!
I can't pass on the
and I talk where can.
Better to woman in every one. They have to do it quick.
Man, in 2 or 3 months' time, they'll be coming on holiday. Legally, another end on the 31st of July.
Nanipa mienu ada na ba ko dia man nebusuafo egumu ada na lumba adwuma na no kura wo sani na close by now. Why are they working?
Yes, those are the pertinent questions. Also, Yebusa. What I say? And your voice is any loud on that because it's injustice. Wow. Justice must at all times. My car can't. They be a
Minim lawyer kra. Oh yes, you know.
The young lawyers will how.
You can't, you know.
Your motto no
administration, no
justice. Your motto, freedom and justice. We say freedom, you want justice. Not any. What I say?
You can't administration, no. One
early, the lawyer, Kusi, and a year for mama.
No, yes, or take it too slow, Dodo.
No, yes, no, yeah, why you have got to court to that? Court, no, I can't say, and or Broni no more.
And that's all, time I did my
one now, because I will say, will be taking it too slow. Oh, when you ask one line. Why, part too. And I use a coin in the free so. Akolana coin in the free so. And which no was supposed to give their answer within 6 days. Yante up to now. And about Busa say a hefa enna to sack na ojina. And the lawyers no aware say one no more the caveat no koto so early no. And in what capacity? And no more decide they say omo file this injunction. And what share relief source no from the court no. And you're confused between customary and legal. And na judge never out say reason no use to yes or customary laws no money at no. She found the loophole then she's going to use that and find out what is going on because Jobu suffer no in what capacity that in the face of no LA, is it the Bushabeni who has the power to do this or that or whatever? Well, that kind of thing. There's a lot of murky things, and that letter from Kulendi and Co. No new lawyers now. A very, very, very strong letter, powerful. accusations na omo dey try abo Jamal and Co no say why is called. Someone to me and sir, they have a problem. At least the record is there. They are pointing out to them, say, much away. Moment we sign. There are more, letters of administration to capacity paying in a more. And I be very sure, say, omo answer to the response to the liquidity application. No, they would have mentioned all these things. Well, and see, again, one thing a lawyer Neka first day of PA 2 weeks ago. Also, the wheels of justice turn slowly, which is true. As no law now yet now Ayeka sano, and as no procedures. Procedures, no, they are very, very boring and pedantic. Some way be there was a way bounce and a way bounce and a way bounce and a way back.
It is said the judge dish a ye crochet 23rd, play 1 month. Ade, a dear now, Sam was swimming. When I'm yedi.
I saw a question.
A dear few lazy.
Marcus said, because I dare not papa atlas or channel. Wafra a mamre, any a mania, any a chrono. He's asking for things which cross both customary ways in a customary manner as well as in a legal manner as well. One pattern it's not straightforward. I mean, for us to say, I thought say we're going to that because last 2 weeks, no, or one of them can say, oh, Oba or more Biancasa, no Baby my judgment. Meaning they see Yentia having also contract customary. But at the end of the day, no, and I'm very sure say by now, no, or you aware say there has been appointed a new Abushapini. So now we have to challenge the locus of Kofi. Kofi Wusu. We need to challenge it because who is he representing? Himself? Is he standing there as a member of the Kwana family who is challenging these people as fake or what? He should come out and say it. But rather, from what I'm hearing and reading, no, there's someone filing for contempt. I'm better more and number bloody. And go one number door swankasa. Oh. Whether they will win the contempt, they don't forget say almost the injunction being sabu. But the injunction pertained only to deal or anything to do with him. Well, not to do with Akusha Sewa. And the function was held for Akusha Sewa. So how they are going to win that contempt, I don't know. But why are they still acting after they've been informed? That's the question you need to ask. Abushapeni Maon, close of day of 26th of March, which was last week Thursday. So among chaso, among ko yi case no, among family invoices in Ambreno. It is say no between Thursday no ebesin then. Eduma ma ye bia ne ho contempt ne nyoma and asika kese is omo kotua ye ne ade no. Why? Eka eneno. We hope say court no bet me edge national catch because your man Kofi Wusu no. Judge no true what the judgment no say, the order no say. Omra me sign undertaking. Say kebia ma papa no mo ne yi of fire fotu ne ya opoku ne yi defendants no I care no. Obetia wako sign me sure say no so on sign. So if you haven't done that and then you are now going for contempt, what kind of disrespect for the law is that? Wow. Now we are moya sana say kwala na soldier for no constitution ni ade am because he can't. You know, this is not right. Now unfortunately no. They will be aware. The youth will rise up against this. Obia kasa na under their breath about it. They are there with you know, It's very worrisome. A hard pa. No, not to mention the customary side going to see that they're so buying to do what? Why would you do that? What? Or he now walk say, oh yeah, don't kono. Then they be aware if you say one nana, or no, no, or mammy, any, or any mammy, no more no. It is a way, don't go down, someone's way, don't go. And it's ridiculous. Wow. Name Mel says, Omona knows, Omona, 3 sisters. They are coming from 3 sisters. A line of 3 sisters. And see, which part of Ohina don't go? Ohina or Mammy, a cocoon, a jeep, and a buy. That is it. Open so, a board near Boyum. Need the hopper kind or the Kuyanema don't go. So you are insulting the Supreme King. You are insulting the stool you wish to take over. And you are insulting your own blood because you are from the same family. As Antefo, you are inherited maternally. And who the father is the mother line that you are looking at. And you have the same grandmother or great grandmother. So who is the donko? The grandmother? When Nana will pursue as lawyers, you should see the truth in it and then just tell them this is a useless case. Or could judge be any man and it was Rebecca says, my friend, this is a frivolous matter. Jesus is Lord. Also, why no? Rebecca says it's a frivolous matter. It is, we still court time, you know. Because you Bob near the now you will still time, just anything to try in Crawford and just to make sure say they fault them. Even the way the letter is written. Namotro Akosha say, wow, man fashion land Kamwa. Nyamwa. What kind of baiting is that? One pattern, you are baiting as a on casa. Or who's dinner them. What kind of lawyer does that? Me the say now we are no jam common sense and we actually mean dinner them mean your matem. But there's common sense and then there's legal sense. And there's legal procedure and there's the respect due. Don't do that. Hey, you never wasting the time, case way. I will say it to me determined. A bachelor Ghana for a lot of things, but Nana could understand you. But the point is, procedure need the whole early. No, we don't know what came out of it. It's not up to lawyer to see again. Almost the more file it. When one for count and corner, almost they call you, almost one call you. And I say, almost the aqua. Nazi,
Bianco.
Only counter, yeah, said, also, na court, now friend of friend, she should be put on it. Did the court rule on it? Has the court ruled on it? I'm not sure. I haven't read it anywhere. Well,
No.
Ma'am, but I'm a question, Kaka.
The question now, what they ban editor. And I probably over pre or minimum we are the
because I've been on the gymnasium to move from a camera who's a mafia. I dare not tram me.
Oh, Kafra.
Okay.
Kafra, I can't say, Ma'am, but I'm a question and I say, Mutias are Rahel, Rachel show. Dear, I saw I brought you, I was so a lawyer, so a then. I want to know. But other than taking salad in maybe on because I don't understand almost a line of dealing. They said they almost come myself now. As if said their man can't say me opposite of the Omoke. They say Omoka say Friday bibi beba. Friday bibi beba. Like what and then banana.
Bibi baba
for all you know, no sir, we know we've heard what in China to say. Omo ko file contempt. What you say?
Okay.
And I may tell say the basis of the contempt may no from where I'm coming from. Moment I say because you've been given information, you've been told. Hey, why need to look at you've been told say
one wow.
Anya me ampacho.
Yeah, ne ho aso no.
you've been told say
Ewa.
you find new ebusuapeni.
You too.
Ama ebusuapeni na catch us me na me di Konya ebusuapeni. I'm the new ebusuapeni ba kono he's no longer the ebusuapeni. Enti monya asem ni de monkoko yi free court number 1, number 2. Eka bi amabo bi amomfa mre. Me mamo up to the date be normal 26th close of day business. Up to today, man farmer. Mugusu ye juma. One kansa go file yi. And they say more representative Kofi Wusu or what? I don't need question no. What I say? As what? And a monkai bibio. Tiwa. Application na to sack ye no. Wow. Hey, I don't know how you doing, sir. More. Hello.
Tie unkira.
Yet you.
To sack application or yen no one dim as a busuapeni. In such a matter, no, I would have expected, say, it will be the whole clan and him. Say, and Crawford way no more ya renegade. Eko ye a ye, a bra ye ye. But oko as on one casano as a busuapeni. My first question, I beg you, a lawyer for you or so a Mumbai explain in what is his locus?
From the very onset, no, he's been acting autonomously, and everybody has been watching him to act autonomously because Oka Ebusuapeni thinking say he is dragging everybody along with him. Nobody says anything against him. The Ono Kano is what is ruling. Which is not how it's supposed to be.
Exactly, which is why
but everybody have been watching him. Yeah,
and this is where I fault Baba Jamal and Co. Because what na lawyer ni no say this is my the idea I'm share. Me pese wo gino e wo emra kwan so emmame. Lawyer no is obligated to tell you say wo betumi on sabeka o but this is say ni say ena emra no so emma wo kwan anaase emra na be ma wo kwan ba mo de any frivolous reason be enough workry
because they have powers behind them, and from the very onset, from what this lawyer is saying, which he shouldn't even say, he's trying to tell them say, "Neni ewo estate so it doesn't matter what BBS say if they can get through the bush happening to get through to the estate." Until right away from the I think I jumped the platform one time and I asked to say, why muna disika and support to a year no? Say ye trying to my ye so who are the people putting money in that? And what is the interest of these people? Because I for now, we will get to see who is sponsoring Abusia Penny and the young lady to do what they are doing. And then say answers.
But you are forgetting one thing. But they are forgetting one thing. This is what went before the chiefs at Menchia, where our dear dad's over him. He's still my daughter's father, so he's part of us. Was appointed to sit and help them resolve those issues. And no more say, Papa na kwako yisika. Sa sika na no moko yina. Odo Broni, Denise, anyone. Collins no more sign no. Or friend the man the one on my ex in the cry. What's he say?
Yeah.
Say, why are you taking monies out? Stop. We said you have to stop taking money. They had a meeting. And now
why money? Na no taking it out, no.
Sika na bottle a year from the 1 week, no. And then deal funeral
account, no.
Okay.
Funeral committee sika no. What's he? And no kitabo ohenema. Or we no really see info ne dem a kwabota na obegina ho na onu tutu papa so say owo ohene telephone we cloning phone no ne kasa ni na gu na yi. Oh.
Okay, but you're going forward. Go on.
That was one of the kwedu a yede ball ebusuapenyin say owie ye no omebo nkonta entre ebusua no. And on so can say, well, born kunja, but they didn't come with a day. And now no one of Sika or born home busia. And now, oh yeah, why should they ask him questions? The Kobusa now say, Mama China, so yeah, mammy, you are Bunkuta, a yen so one until the Bunkuta were you there? You know, what's that got to do with
Until I make us say he's been acting autonomously from the very onset. But Obia opposing because Mama China na yene mame. Lumba onya uba and onya
it's a red
Lumba onya direct blood.
No,
Mama China is her direct blood.
And he didn't even attend. He didn't attend and he failed to help with anything. And since then, he hasn't been to the Bushafie, you know, where he's supposed
going forward. My thing is, even if they filed whatever they have filed, Friday, no, say doomsday, banana. My thing, my said, whatever celebration they did, first of all, looking from the judge's point, judge, you know, one say or the injunction not to be so he just said I'm postponing.
There is an injunction
no, he did. He did a postponement. A postponement is not an injunction.
Let me correct you there.
But you're correct.
These things have to be looked at. Two documents have come out, and I've seen an interview from Yoni Kulende lawyer. So I know their own any injunction and 7B. But we no the injunction letter in Swaba against that Lumba here. However, what are we talking about that Lumba here? The celebration was to celebrate the pride of a legend, Madam Akusia Sewa Fosu. The two names are different. Charles Kojo Fosu and Akusia Sewa Fosu are different names. The gender is different. One is a man, he's deceased. The other is a woman, she's still alive. And everything that day and the next day was about Akosia Sewa Fosu. So, where are you going to file the injunction? They showed respect to the court. They refused to do what they wanted to do. They went ahead and chose to celebrate this wonderful woman. So let's see what the court will say. What I say, unless they are going to tell everybody who sold the cloth, no, someone from Untumanemra, because actually deal, Matesa will be cancer.
I said, you intro DLB, you actually say, or Broni or Dosse or
deal. What I say, that's the only thing. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, it's the very difficult.
You can use it.
Exactly. It's a very difficult. Why is she being celebrated? She's being celebrated.
Tech.
Yes, dear.
Pacho deal no, and you said deal, and you gazetted, and a deal on a distinguished lady. We were celebrating a distinguished lady, not
Exactly.
deal last week.
Exactly more, but the order was specific.
Look at this. Say suku wenka papa we ko bia good gracious.
And I don't understand why the lawyers are doing that, but I can understand. Say they're just trying to.
They just want them to waste money, Keke. They just want to waste money.
Frustration. They are frustrating the efforts of the other side. It is a legal trick, yes, but at the end of the day, it's foolhardiness because we are there. The bulk of the family, 13 families out of a number of 14 in total, have decided that they don't want you.
They don't want you.
And I remember, sir, Savo Kantanka, one of those learned people from the palace, no, was explaining about how votes are made in
No, tech. Safu Kantaka, onye credible. Onye credible.
not to do with this case. It was somebody to do with how votes things are voted on by a handful. No woman here. No, that person said say majority carries the vote. What I say? And if you notice, if you look at the way the Mampohene recently was done. I saw Otunfo do the same thing. They called each of the chiefs and the chairman. He called them and said, "Do you endorse this?" And the person will come and say it. If you have anything to say, you have to come and say it. What I say? So it is a question of majority carrying the vote. So if 13 out of 14 have voted against you, Chinchina, you want to be head Ebusiapini.
Check. It's because Baba Jama Omono, they are using because some of the letters they bring out, Ebusiapini isn't even aware, but they are using him as a care of.
This is where they should. You see, this is what I'm saying, that it is a very good move by Kulendi and Co. and associates for challenging the practice that they are emulating.
Exactly.
Say, no more yes, sir. I then no more yes, and I'm also me a lawyer to say more.
Or say
That's one way that. Say more a lawyer for. Why would you even be doing that? Well, what your letter to mommy? Busabeni na mo no nim say address a letter no mo dim. What you say Lumba throw to her, and that there is a will he wrote in his letter that this and this and that. Who does that? That was like first day now. Yeah, access that the letter now. If you ask nigga Kinkan was in platform issue now you feed Sheila explain that maybe I don't make answer. Okay, this is too much information, and it shows someone no one can there because that letter was more damaging to them than it was to Mas Kushasera. And why would you even release that letter? There are so many more questions than answers in this case, and the practice of the lawyers who are representing Ebusiapeni and Oprega. Now they have met with another group of lawyers who are telling them, what are you doing? And these are not questions that Lawyer Kusi did not ask. It's the same way he said to them, he hopes that Oprega's lawyers will question her and advise her, because this is a straightforward question. Little did we know that Justice Dorinda will come and say, I don't want to deal with the ordinance marriage, I'm going to deal with customary, which is another deviation from how things are done. And everything decision they make sets a precedent. It's in law, which is why I'm happy that the appeal is going on, because it has to be rectified. I will say I correct it. Yes, sir. And I lose hope in marriage, in ordinance marriage now, because this it was a blow. And then you come back to the issue of the estates. No, hey, Sani no. Ebusiapeni we have is recording our catching Ebusia for on a collective WhatsApp channel. Say or they are the you know, they planned ahead of it.
Tech, don't you think saying no much of the deal? I have lost hope in the judiciary system. The reason why it's being said, Mame Akusia Sawana Bempama they asked for letter of administration. Till now, there haven't been any judgment on that. Ebusiapeni ni Yususa into the injunction. No, are they indirect letter of administration?
Have the capacity to do that? That's the question I'm asking.
So I think that they wanted to asmart.
You have to be somebody.
They wanted to asmart. One person come more asmart lawyers, no, but lawyer Kulandi we because he said it in his statement.
No, you're why? In what capacity are you applying? Apart from the fact that you're too, no. Both standing there, even if you were boosting your opinion, capacity being now they apply for letters of administration. Wow. When there is a pending case there, did you caveat it or not? In what capacity will you be allowed to caveat? You see, the rules are there. There are procedures and rules, and you don't just get up and do that. But what worries me is the fact that he had to take a response from Lindy to even call, even the letter he wrote to them. No, he's been very good to them. Straight away, and was to me report on because the more you're wrong. Oh, and the judge herself will probably take it on and say, "Why did you go and say this and this and that?" Oh, but you know,
Does. I pray that.
no, the point is, the lawyer Stephen was saying, "No, near infinity."
Yeah, Dominic, no. Or say.
Debbie, Stephen and Mark was couldn't the guy, no.
Okay.
He read it, the order. It was only later on that these people produced this, other injunction that the judge says that she's minded to grant the interlocutory injunction on blah blah blah. He hadn't been served with it. Did they go back to court to get it? And why would that be issued again? Once a judge hits it's ex officio. Why is he granting orders ex officio again? Same
Late
thing that
night.
happened in January. What is here? 12th of December. Oh, upon court. Now there was an NBA court. One side. The court now actually be number the aba. Oh. About mention that they book mine. What I say? And when there's a collapsed legal system, then the cowboys and the hooligans will take over. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, there's no law and order. What I say?
There's no trust in the judiciary system.
When there's no law and order, then it gives room for vigilante acts. So this kind of vigilante act that this man is taking, and he has a lawyer back, a whole law firm backing him, and then they actually have the audacity to grant this audacious TikTok rigmarole they came to do there. Like a joke, man. Charlie, hey, Yankro, we have a long way to go. If this had happened under any other regime, the opposition would have talked. I'm wondering why this opposition is quiet. The largest opposition, why are they quiet? Charlie, Ghana needed
Surprising. It's surprising.
Ghana needed the agrono. Yeah, you need not to remember how law and order broke down. What you say? And if we want to go to People's Defense Committee, the PDC, workers, what then your man. Nobody taking Mrano into their own hands. What is that? No way, it won't happen. There's too much democracy in the system for it to happen. And in today's day and age, and I believe in the president. I believe that he should do better than what he's doing, regardless of whatever blackmailing attempts by others. No, I think he should do what's right. Baba Jamal no maintenance. Onipa ya statesman, we ambassador. No way jam. Say may come back to parliament. Hey, once you have been an ambassador, you'll be called Your Excellency for the rest of your life. What I say, you're a statesman. What's your call parliament? Jama, someone himself, if Papa no, say don't get Yabefa no as running meet.
Yeah.
Or vice president, sir. He has a problem because the NDC, they are a useful group now coming up, and they are educated.
Vice President with this attitude and this kind of manipulation and bullying.
He is jeopardizing, is jeopardizing his own position by aligning with a person like Baba Jamal. And the old style NDC has changed. If they are not aware, we are aware. Now, those of us, my party, is a referring to CPP, Nkrumah party. The young ones will not allow for it. I'm sure there are a lot of lawyers who are not happy about it. There are a lot of lawyers who are not happy about it. I will wait and see. Maybe they've been given a date for Friday. Instead of some call, stations. No. I can't understand the logic that they have. I'm a logic, no, it beats me. Men are not saying, so say, Mammy, or Kwasianko, or the Nequasia Bebo. It's only Kwasiako or the Nequasia Bebo. So you don't fight with the fool. What is here? I'm not insulting about their fools, but also wouldn't have been baby and I'm two different ways. Just stand away and go away, go your way, and just avoid them. But when we are there, they have to tell them. I pray an action will be taken also. I'm very sure, said Kulendi at law, they've been given instructions to take an action, and they will. They will. One year bush up in Yapamo. Now we Sisica. Say, estate in the beach here. Hey. Many bush up in America.
It's not his money.
But you see,
The money
lady,
is for the people who are behind him.
Lady,
Yes.
they were given clear instructions by the new Busapini.
Exactly.
That by close of day of the 26th, no Montraso. Montraso. A cabia mob on Mon family. No Mugusu take actions. Hey,
And see, does that mean that the Ebusiapeni lawyer should have to remind them, say, I say, what is the lawyer supposed to do?
Well, you wait and see. When you give somebody normally you write the letter, you give them at least 7 to 14 days to comply.
Okay, so.
But then you see, the point I'm saying is that they are not complying.
No.
Call filing for contempt. Njomu gusu ye juma. What you say? Obini one more can let morning gifty. Omo ye ebinu man.
Morning. I'm passionate. What say this here na me saba na me person busa wasem kakra. What now lawyer no control say ka bia o ma bo mo family no. Unyiri say to me swaka bebrebe able wo mo.
Omo hu nipa na odo akobo sa aka na ba. Cause akobo aka no in the name of Ebusiapeni of Ekwana family. Nti I like for no bet me you the Ekwana family.
The bia otua omusom.
Eka bia mo abobia. Say he was acting, he claims he was acting in the interest of the family. I said, when we be able
to also make my millions of cities.
Check you. When
Sauce can be an apple. Then call the back.
Or cover a can or the bobo with ye at any area with the job and if you can get now. Send you an hour driver. When you're in an hour driver, the car also you what there. Into the I can own a bit. I'm what?
Me patrol, good morning. Me think I may clarify.
But question I'm asking me woman is a concern about the lawyer's bill, no. So now in Ghana, do you have a standard charge for a lawyer per day?
Ghana is on it.
No, but what I know is that they will need to justify the hours. It can be a baby, and I was almost justify and
At the same time, no. How many appearances are where my Abushapeni?
We don't know. But I've seen it.
So the hours nearby, they will justify.
Hey, Obi, let's see yet no Guilty. Is that you?
Okay.
Mute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. The Ghana Bar Association has approved fees that they use. What you say? But I know they say a guideline ticket. So almost someone who know 200 times. What can you say?
They need to send proof. I was almost the proof, paper.
So can't invoice them.
And whatever they have spent, normally, in a professional firm, in a system, you update it as you go along. And be must spend be on better, so they need to bring the hours and domuye. I was on the car home.
They only the estate of the they know. And the lawyers' bills are very expensive. They are very high. They value their time very much, So, we go on 200 times. Wafa phone a friend on crap or telephone cost for her, consultation cost for her, Omoko year research to build for that. They have the disbursements, the invoice is there with all the disbursements on the listed. What is it? The point is, the other me know about the Asia to say. Let the legend now, they are still working. Which means they don't respect the new Busabini.
It's all because Kofi no Nihono, they can't accomplish a more evil agenda. No, that's why they are still insisting.
I'm trying to look at them with the professional eye.
Okay.
I don't want to put in presumptions. What you are saying? I'm concerned with the way they practiced their trade.
Yeah, no, the me argue say Omo running it up. Argue say Omo running whatever they started it up. But also no a lawyer for in the new episode penny base means to argue or court to say Omo instructive woman to those hours never training and can be cancelled.
Hope is a wonderful way. We can hope for that, but I doubt it will be like that. It's a really hope. Look, I'm laughing and crying in me at the same time because they are protracting the case. Almost case no more for nothing. One thing
although Broni Musa been working out said those lawyers no omu beton lumbe Japadini to accept their bills, and that's what they want to achieve. And to them, no, they are working on something. Just that the other side of one realize
Belinda, omo beton number properties not your, but properties no beton. Between omo ebusuapinyi ne press law, and whoever is behind, no match.